So maybe you've been in college before and you've heard of GURs. General University Requirements, not girls, that's a totally different topic. If you've gotten your associate's degree, you don't have to worry about that. But if you haven't, you're gonna be taking some GURs. So I graduated from university last year, and now I can laugh about some of the times I had there. But boy, there was this one class that was such a pain in my ass. So let me start by saying, back in high school, I was the shit with math. I made math my bitch. I was so high level in math classes that you couldn't even see me anymore. I was that high level. Like, it was insane. I was just like, just trust me, I was high level. It was just insane. So it's fair to say, I skated by some of my math-based classes, like physics, which was one of the GURs. Physics 1, I breezed through. Physics 2, okay, it's starting to get a little bit more work, but I still breezed through it. Physics 3, now we're like doing some weird word problems and having to use this equation and put it in this spot and then use these variables, and like, I was just like, give me straight up math any day. Physics 3 got a lot more crazy for me. But this was also during my community college times, and let's just say the last quarter of community college was a little rough in the personal department, and I got distracted as far as school goes. So while I could still do it, I dropped my last quarter of classes at community college, and basically I had gotten my first taste of what the struggle was going to be for me in Physics 3. Fast forward a little bit, and I'm a junior in college for my bachelor's degree, and I got into the major that I wanted to get into, and I've been passing all my classes, and things are going pretty good. So I was getting ready to sign up for the next quarter of my classes, and I'm looking at the list of requirements I have to do, and there I see it. It's my science requirements still needed. So I'm like, shoo, okay, I got a couple of options here. So one, I can take 3 full classes of chemistry, and then I'm like, let's be real here. I wasn't that good at chemistry either, so like, let's maybe not. The other option was I could take 3 full courses of geology, and I actually had heard that was the easiest science courses to take.
Sorry to any geology majors watching. Is geology even a major? Huh. Yeah, it is. Nice.
But then I'm like, nah, that would be like 2 more quarters. So my last option is to take the dreaded one last final course of physics. Like Physics 3, I'm like, okay, I gotta just bite the bullet and just freaking take it again. So I do some number crunching, and I'm like, okay, well, if I take the first 2 options, I'm gonna be here 2 more quarters. So I'm like, let's just take physics one more time. No problem. Like, let's do this. I've got math, right? And that quarter, I had the genius idea of being like, let's take 8 a.m. classes. Let's take physics 8 a.m. classes. And guys, I'm a night owl. Like, I used to get Red Bulled up and be working in the computer labs late at night. Like, that was the time I got stuff done. So, I don't know. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna be a little more mature and go do some 8 a.m. classes. It'll just be like real life when you have 8 a.m. at work. So this physics class was in the back burner because I had all my important computer science classes that I was like focusing on. So it took a back seat. But one night I had gotten together with some friends from work, and we ended up having way more excitement that night than any of us had planned. I wake up the next morning at 11 a.m. and I have work at noon, and I had totally slept through my physics lab. I was like, oh shoot, no, what the heck? And physics was my only class of that day. Like, I had totally just slept right through it. and I have work in like an hour. So I go and talk to the teacher.
Hey, Teach, you got a sec? Yes? So I missed yesterday's lab. Is there any chance I can make that up? Not unless it was a medical emergency. Was it a medical emergency? No, it wasn't. Thank you for your time.
That day I find out how big of a percentage labs are. And the teachers honestly probably do that for the students' benefits because they're like, yeah, our tests can be pretty hard, but at least you could get these really, really easy lab points because you're just hands-on learning. Like you could get all your points in and then it'll help you when you take the test. So for the rest of the quarter, I'm playing catch up in physics and it's still in the back burner because I'm focusing on all my computer science classes. But at last, it's finally the physics final and I calculated it out and I'm like, okay, I need a B+ or higher to pass this class. Like that's what I need on this final. Let's see if I can do it. I end up getting a D in the class, which was not enough to fulfill those GERS. After that quarter, I would have dreams where I was taking too many classes that I forgot about one of them, and then by the end of the quarter remembering that I had to take the final for a class I had not shown up to all quarter. Like it messed me up for a few quarters. I still have some of those dreams. And I'm not even in school anymore. Well, a couple of quarters go by and now I'm starting to run out of quarters and I have to take physics again to pass my GERS. So I sign up for physics again with the exact same teacher as before, and of course I still have all my other computer science classes. So once again, physics takes a back seat to my like high level courses that I'm taking in computer science. Now this class is going way smoother than the last time. I'm somewhere in the like C range, which is passing, so I'm like happy with that. In the physics final, the teacher let us all have an index card and said we could fit as many notes as we could on there. So I took full advantage of that and I grabbed the sharpest pencil I could find and I wrote the tiniest handwriting that I can possibly write, and I fit like 3 pages of notes on that one index card. It was honestly astonishing, like the amount of handwriting, like it was so tiny. When I got in the class for the test, I sat next to this other girl that was doing pretty good in the class, and I looked over and she's only got 3 equations on her whole index card.
Oh, dude, did you not have time to take your notes? No worries. Take a look at mine. We still got a couple minutes. Oh, Holmes. No. It's all good. These are the only notes I need to pass the test. Thanks, though. That's remarkable handwriting, though. Oh, cool. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Those are all the equations you need, yeah.
The final starts a few minutes later, and you know the suckiest part of it all? Is I only looked at my notes card one time. Because none of it was important for the test. After that test, I texted one of my friends and I'm like, I think it's time we become hobos in Canada and like enact that plan. Let's just go somewhere else. I don't think I'm passing this class. I'm like, no. But 2 weeks later, when I checked my final scores for that class, I passed with a B-. Yeah, that's right. I had finally been able to get that goddamn physics taken care of, and I could graduate college with all my GERS taken care of. Thank you for watching. Comment below if you've ever struggled or failed a class. Bye!
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like the video, go ahead and like right over there, subscribe right over here, and then again, thank you so much for watching it. Have a great day, and keep being your awesome selves. Bye!